In 2024, a class action lawsuit filed in the Southern District of Ohio alleged that Whirlpool Corporation knowingly installed defective control boards in over 2 million washing machines and dishwashers. Boards that their own internal testing flagged as failure-prone. They did not recall the units. They did not notify customers. They waited for the machines to die outside the warranty window. Why are brand new appliances failing faster than at any point in American history? And why does every machine in your house now contain a computer chip that the manufacturer can abandon whenever they choose? We are going to expose the engineering decision that turned your kitchen into a graveyard of disposable electronics and show you the only 3 strategies that will protect your wallet. If you have walked into a Home Depot or a Lowe's recently, you might believe you are looking at a competitive marketplace with dozens of brands. You see Maytag, KitchenAid, Amana, Whirlpool, Frigidaire, Kenmore. You assume these are different companies competing to build a better product for your family. That is an illusion. The reality is that 2 conglomerates control roughly 70% of every major appliance sold in the United States. Whirlpool Corporation owns Maytag, KitchenAid, Amana, Roper, and Admiral. Electrolux owns Frigidaire and manufactures most of what is sold under the Kenmore label. Samsung and LG have captured another 20% by flooding the premium segment with touchscreens and smart features. When you buy a Maytag dishwasher, you are not buying from the company that built your mother's indestructible washer. You are buying from a publicly traded conglomerate focused on quarterly earnings that stamped an old name on a new machine. The problem starts with what they put inside. 30 years ago, a washing machine had a mechanical timer. It was a set of copper contacts on a rotating cam. When the cam turned, it sent power to the motor, the water valve, and the drain pump in sequence. If it broke, you bought a $20 replacement from any parts store and snapped it in. The same timer fit dozens of models across multiple brands. It was universal, it was cheap, and it lasted the life of the machine. Today, that mechanical timer has been replaced by a printed circuit board, a fragile computer with microprocessors, capacitors, and soldered connections, programmed with proprietary software that is specific to your exact model number and production year. When that board fails, you cannot substitute a generic replacement. You must order the exact board from the manufacturer at a markup that repair technicians estimate runs between 300% and 500% over production cost. But here's the real crime. The manufacturers have no legal obligation to keep producing that board. Industry data shows that most major appliance companies discontinue electronic control boards within 5 to 7 years of a model's production date. Your machine is mechanically perfect. The motor runs, the pump works, the drum spins, but without that specific chip, the entire appliance is dead. A repairman in Fort Worth named Eddie Salazar told us about a Whirlpool dishwasher he serviced last year. The motor was fine, the pump was fine, the spray arms were fine. A single capacitor on the control board had blown. The board was discontinued. He called Whirlpool. Out of production. He called 3 aftermarket suppliers. None of them carried it. He stood in a woman's kitchen and told her that her 4-year-old dishwasher, a machine that was mechanically perfect in every way, was dead because of a part that cost $6 to manufacture and no longer exists. She cried. Eddie told us that moment is now his entire career. Board failures now account for 60% of all appliance deaths in units under 10 years old. Not motor failures, not compressor failures. Board failures. The chip is not an upgrade. It is a countdown timer. The question every consumer should ask is why? Why replace mechanical parts that lasted 40 years with electronic parts that last 5? The first reason is regulation. Starting in 2012, the Department of Energy began enforcing increasingly strict efficiency standards. To meet those standards, manufacturers needed precise control over motor speeds, water volumes, and cycle timing that a mechanical timer cannot provide. A circuit board can adjust spin speed based on load weight. It can meter water to the exact cup. So the chip became mandatory, not because it made the machine better for you, but because it made the machine compliant for the government. The second reason is profit. A mechanical timer that lasts 30 years and fits 50 models generates almost no aftermarket revenue. A proprietary board that fails in 5 years and fits one model generates enormous revenue. The manufacturer sells you the machine, waits for the board to die, then sells you the replacement at 400% markup. Or they discontinue the board entirely and sell you a new machine. But the chip is only half the disaster. The second engineering crime is where they put it. Your oven has a circuit board mounted directly behind the exhaust vent, where heat regularly exceeds 150 degrees. Every time you cook, thermal cycling expands and contracts the solder joints. Hairline cracks form over months. The self-clean cycle ramps to 900 degrees and fries the board alive. Your dryer has a moisture sensor board mounted inside the drum housing, where lint accumulates around the connections and humidity corrodes the contacts. Your refrigerator has a main control board positioned near the compressor, where vibration loosens the solder over years. They are putting computers that hate heat, moisture, and vibration inside machines that generate all three. This is not incompetence. The engineers know exactly what they are doing. A board that fails in year 6 is a board that generates a $400 service call or a brand new sale. Both outcomes are profitable. A board that lasts 20 years is neither. The third crime is the warranty trap. You might think your warranty protects you. It does not. Most major appliance warranties cover parts and labor for 1 year. Some manufacturers offer an extended parts warranty on specific components, like compressors for up to 5 years. But the control board, the single component most likely to fail, is almost never covered beyond 12 months. When your board dies in year 2, you are paying full price for the replacement. When it dies in year 6, the board may no longer exist. And the extended warranties sold by retailers are administered by third-party companies that deny claims at rates that would make a health insurance company blush. One consumer advocacy group in California documented that over 40% of extended warranty claims on major appliances were denied on the first submission. The warranty is not protection, it is a psychological product designed to make you feel safe while you spend. So if 90% of what they sell is engineered to die, does that mean you should give up? No, it means you stop shopping like a consumer and start thinking like an auditor. The first strategy is to buy the dumbest machine on the floor. No touchscreen, no Wi-Fi, no app connectivity. Every feature they add is another circuit board that can fail. A $500 top freezer refrigerator with a rotary compressor and a mechanical thermostat will outlast a $3,000 smart fridge every single time. Look for the fewest buttons and the fewest digital displays. Ugly is durable. The second strategy is to keep your old appliances alive. If you have a dryer from the 90s, a range with mechanical knobs, or a top freezer refrigerator that still hums, do not upgrade. Those machines were built before the chip invasion. Every wear part is still available, still cheap, and still replaceable by anyone with a screwdriver. The third strategy is one most homeowners do not know exists. Buy commercial equipment through a restaurant supply store. A commercial dishwasher from Hobart finishes a full sanitizing cycle in under 4 minutes. Not 4 hours, 4 minutes. They are built for restaurants that run 200 cycles a day. They are loud, utilitarian, and designed to be repaired by any technician with standard tools. A used Hobart runs $800 to $1,200. That is the same price as a new residential Bosch that will lock you out with a software error in year 3. Commercial equipment does not have proprietary chips because restaurants cannot afford downtime. That same philosophy can protect your home. The era of the 40-year appliance is over because the corporations killed it on purpose. They replaced copper contacts with microprocessors. They replaced universal parts with proprietary software. They replaced machines that any repairman could fix with machines that only their authorized service network can touch. And they did it while charging you more money for a product that lasts a fraction of the time. Stop being distracted by the touch screen. Stop believing the stainless steel means quality. The most expensive appliance you will ever buy is the one you have to buy twice. Check the board. Check the parts availability. Never buy a machine that is smarter than it needs to be. If this investigation opened your eyes, watch this video next. And if you are new here, subscribe to Built to Break. Every video we make is another product they cannot hide behind the marketing anymore.